Hey y'all, so today's video I'm going to talk to you about Echinacea flower essence. Echinacea flower essence is a wonderful flower essence, especially for going through times of transition and change and transformation and integrating all of that. Um, I used Echinacea flower essence quite a bit during our move from New Mexico to Florida. At that time, we were not only just moving from like New Mexico to Florida, but I was going through some huge inner transformation and shifts, especially as I was um, leaning into um, embodying the identity of being the flower queen and abundant and conscious steward of Mother Earth. And so I really needed to work with the Echinacea flower essence to help me integrate and maintain and shift with and flow with all those changes that were going on a physical and non-physical level. And um, echinacea flower essence works similar to like the tincture or the plant. Echinacea is used for immune system health. It is used for helping strengthen your immune system. It's wonderful for when you're going through a cold. A lot of teas nowadays have echinacea in it. There's also the awesome tincture called Kick-Ass Immune that has echinacea and osha and yarrow and something else in it. Um, and so just like the physical of like the what it does for your immune system, the flower essence works on your emotional and energetic immune system. So when you're going through a lot of change, you might be struggling to let go of old identities, which then can make you sick because you haven't let it go. It's not really true to you. It's kind of like a virus at this point, and then like you get sick. So it's a really wonderful essence for helping you, especially if you're like doing shadow work or any type of self-healing for an extended period of time, or maybe you're having like a huge aha moment, or you're in some like very transformational self-development course or camp or something intensive that causes you to be immersed and shift quite rapidly. The echinacea flower essence will help you physically keep up with the mental and emotional and energetic changes that are going on so that you don't get sick, which is really great. Um, I am of the belief system that when we get sick, it is because we've done so much mental, emotional, energetic work that our physical body has to play catch up. I don't subscribe to the belief of like, oh, so and so sick, so now I'm going to get sick. That's not what I believe, and that's just not what plays out in my reality anymore now that I've switched belief systems. And so yeah, I went like 3 years without getting sick. And then when I did get sick, it was just I'd done so much self-healing and self-work that my physical body needed to catch up. It needed to have the mucus and the drips expressing all that's been released in the mental and emotional bodies. However, when we were moving, I wasn't in the space where I could really afford to let my physical body detox. So then I went ahead and took the echinacea flower essence for about, I think it was a month, and that kept me from getting sick. And that was really, really helpful. And it might be useful to take if you are getting sick, because if you are getting sick, there probably is something like detoxing from your mental, emotional body, and it'll help you kind of maybe see what it is if you're curious and play with like wanting to know what it is, or maybe it'll just help you feel better in general, whatever your intention may be. However, it is an essential must-have flower essence if you are doing identity work or shifting or reinventing yourself in any shape, way, or form. It is part of the Yarrow environmental blend. I think it's called Yes. Flower essence blend, which has multiple forms of yarrow and arnica and echinacea. Um, that blend is really powerful. I love that blend. I haven't taken it in a while, but I was taking it a lot when I was working at the halfway house and doing some really deep self-healing stuff related to my mind-body connection. Yarrow is wonderful for like psychic pollution and helping you let go of any energy you've absorbed from others, as well as keeping you from energetically bleeding out. Then you pair that with echinacea, and I was using yarrow during the move because we were going through a lot of hotels and stuff. So then you pair that with echinacea, and echinacea supports the immune system on a mental, emotional, physical level. So then you have yarrow helping with psychic pollution and staunching your energy field, and then you have echinacea, and like they were really, really beautiful together. And I was taking the one with yarrow, arnica, and echinacea when I was working at a halfway house, which had a lot of really heavy energies that I wasn't trying to have bleed into me as I was trying to work on my own internal bleeding of like the heartaches that I was working on at that time. Um, you can use yarrow in a short burst. Normally, I would suggest taking a flower essence, like the 1 ounce bottle, because it says a 1 ounce bottle equates to about 1 year's worth of emotional healing. However, with the echinacea one and even the yarrow one, since it helps with like in the moment things like transition and change, I would say it's okay to use like one of the smaller ones. I forget like the dosage of them. They're like itty bitty bottles, and use that for as long as you need, like as needed. It'll still help, from what I've noticed. And yeah, I think that's what I got for you. Hopefully that was helpful, and please share in the comments your experience with flower essences, whether it be echinacea or any flower essence. I'm always curious and open to hearing how the medicine and power of the flowers has helped someone. Aho and be well. Thank you.